What's up, YouTube? Robert the Monster Among Marks Drap here, and I'm back again with my good friend and tag team partner, Sierra. How we doing today?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Yep, we get to talk about our favorite Russell boys. It's going to be fucking awesome. And we want to thank you all for watching. So please go do us a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things. Hit us up on Twitter at In The Mosh Pit. I'm at Rob's Random Roms. She's at Heavy Metal Hippie. If you have questions or things you want to just say to us about the show, go to the In the Pit. We're trying to get it going. I still haven't put the banner for that on either one of our thumbs, but hey, we're still working on things around here. Let's go on ahead. Speaking of working on things, let's go on ahead and work on NXT, shall we? Because this was your typical post-takeover show, in my opinion. There wasn't a whole lot here, but then again, there really didn't need to be because they were still trying to go over what happened at TakeOver. Starts with the recap of TakeOver 4, kind of a general broad strokes. Then we move into Bianca Belair versus Deonna Purrazzo. I really enjoyed this match. It was very good, especially with Purrazzo kind of displaying her own acumen in the ring and the agility that she possesses. I was really happy with this match, but Bianca Belair in the end wins via pinfall.
Yep, I mean, pretty cut and paste match. It unfortunately with the post takeover shows, it is a lot of highlights, a lot of commercials, a lot of matches that really don't typically mean anything. I mean, Belair's been getting this push as of late, and then Purrazzo is in the Mae Young Classic, so it was just kind of showcasing Belair's talent and then what to expect in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, it very much seems like they may be setting Belair up to be the next challenger for Kairi Sane.
Potentially.
Yeah. We get a backstage interview with the Velveteen Dream. God, I love Velveteen Dream.
He crowns Queen Kathy.
He did indeed. And then he said, he's like, what are you doing this Wednesday? And then says that the rest of the world should show up on Wednesday to find out what he's doing. It's like, we already know you're going to be on NXT, dude. Just tell us who you're facing. I want to see it. We then also get the post takeover backstage with EC3 saying that he will not quit until it's not over until he wins. So that's going to be something.
So it'll be interesting to see if they pit him against Velveteen Dream again until he gets the win against Velveteen Dream, or if he's going to go up against someone else. But it's also interesting that they address the Aleister Black investigation. Mm-hmm. And EC3 points the finger at Lars Sullivan, saying he was in the bright green tap-out shirt. Mm-hmm. But then they were describing it, and they said chaos and bedlam, and you're just like, well, that's what Sanity used. And then later that night, we see Nikki Cross in a very grainy picture on top of the building. So I don't know what Nikki threw at Aleister Black at this point then.
I don't even think that it was. It's like
I don't think it was either.
I think that they took took the picture of Nikki just, howling at the moon, copy paste, add a filter. There, she's in there. She wasn't actually there. She's there. Fuck it. We threw her in there. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's great to see Nikki Cross standing on the rooftop watching the whole thing because she could be the key to unraveling the whole mystery. But it also means that she's not going to be joining her guys on Smackdown anytime soon.
That's not fun. But
no.
Next we get a backstage with Ricochet after, post his victory, winning the North American Championship. The Undisputed Era shows up, starts heckling Ricochet. Then Pete Dunne shows up to back up Ricochet. And
no, there was no backing up Ricochet. That wasn't backing up.
Well,
that was not.
Kind of
even
the numbers.
He made it perfectly clear that he wants Ricochet's title.
Oh yeah, no, I was just about to say he stakes claim on it. So that's going to be interesting to see. We then get a replay of Kairi Sane's victory over Shayna Baszler and the post match interview with Shayna, and the other 4 horsewomen being right there, and Ronda just looking awesome.
I thought this was a really cool little promo from Baszler saying, you know, Kairi didn't win that match, Shayna lost it, and that's really what happened. Shayna made a mistake. Yeah.
No, Kairi Sane absolutely capitalized on an error by Baszler, and that was the end of the match. So,
but the cool thing with that promo is that it is a signal that the rivalry between Kairi and Shayna is not ending anytime soon,
which is good. Next, we get a replay of the NXT Championship match between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. I'm still in awe of that match because that was an insane, hard-hitting affair that just wow. Next, we get kind of a rundown of next week. The big thing that stuck out for me was it was going to be Ricochet and Pete Dunne versus the Undisputed Era. Fine. I like it.
It'll be a good match.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Dunne has issues with Undisputed Era, and now Ricochet technically has issues with Undisputed Era, even though it's only with Adam Cole. So it'll be a good match. It'll be interesting to see what Dunne does because he has staked his claim on EC3's title already.
On whose title?
Ricochet, sorry. I was looking and I saw EC3 on my screen.
Yeah. Next, we get Zach Gibson versus Pete Dunne. Apparently, Zach Gibson did win this year's UK tournament. I haven't watched it. I did not go back to see if they aired it, but I'm pretty sure they did.
They haven't aired it yet.
Oh, they haven't aired it yet? Damn it. I would have liked to have seen that. And so they kind
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, maybe they did, and we just didn't pay attention because it was actually really great.
No. They haven't aired it yet because the finals are going to be at that NXT UK taping that they already did. So as soon as that drops, that'll be the finals. So I don't know if they've already.
They had
because they did round 1 at Download, and they made that available for everybody. And they didn't. I haven't checked. I'll probably check it after we get off on the network and see what's up.
Right, but still, this match, top to bottom, great. I really loved it. Zach Gibson was a damn good heel in the in-ring psychology. Pete Dunne just throwing hands with him, and I know that Pete Dunne is not a small man, but for Zach to tower over him the way that he did in many of the segments was something to see, and especially when he got that submission on him, and he just used those really long legs to break the hold by putting the foot on the ropes. It kind of really gave you a mindset of how tall this guy is, because they were about in the middle of the ring when it happened, so it was kind of crazy. The couple of things that got me was that right there at the beginning, that cross chop right there to the throat, basically. It was like, wow. Pete Dunne getting caught the second time he tried to do his little corner backflip with basically like a super kick. Oh. The handstand slapping, that was something else. Like they were in a leg submission on each other, and then got into a handstand and just started slapping each other. That was something.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Not to rag on this match, I mean, because this was a slobber knocker, and by the end of this match, both of them were spitting up blood. Mm-hmm. But not to rag on the match, or Zach Gibson in particular. And it really wasn't his fault, but the ending where he loses because he got caught slowly deciding to throw the champ's mouthpiece, that made him look like a dolt.
I mean, I know it didn't give him a lot of intelligence points on that, but then again, it had to be something. It had to be something to where it wasn't exactly his fault entirely.
So,
like he can go back and he can hang his hat on, I took you to the limit, I deserve another chance. So
I mean, in the bigger picture, it's obvious that the NXT UK brand is going to be very big on Zach Gibson, and the announcers keep talking about Dunn's title reign, which is about 460 days. He's about 44 days from breaking Brock or tying Brock Lesnar's title reign. And since they've been talking about it so much, it's either going to become a bigger plot point or it's coming to an end. And I'm really hoping that it's going to become a bigger plot point and that he's going to overtake Lesnar's streak.
That would be definitely something that I would rather see rather than the opposite of it coming to an end. But speaking of things coming to an end, that was actually the end of the show with Pete Dunne winning. And we move on to 205 Live with DM the GM narrating kind of the replay and what to expect coming in tonight with Noam Dar versus TJP and Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado versus Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese. I'm ready for this. I want to see. I love seeing Gran Metalik. Gran Metalik on his own, let me see a match with him because no matter who he's against, it's going to be fun to watch. And having Lince Dorado in there as well, who's another phenomenal luchador, give me all of this now. And we start the night with, kind of that rundown and then move into Wale being introduced on commentary. For the Noam Dar TJP match. TJP cuts a pretty damn funny promo on the way to the ring. Wale's commentary was funny, but it's like, okay, you want to put yourself over as this guy who's very influential, and especially because they mentioned that he's going to be in WWE 2K18. Isn't he in there?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was during the match they actually said that he was a part of the...
2K19?
I think it is. He's
18 already came out.
Yeah. He's going to be a part of WWE 2K19.
Oh,
and
he made a song. That's it. He did a song.
Oh, I thought he was like they put him as a commentator.
No, he did a song.
It's like, because in my head I'm like, okay, well, if you want to stand up and say you're a commentator or you want to be like a special unlockable character, that's fine. Because we've had celebrities be in wrestling games before. I don't care. But if you're going to sit at that table, you need to bring something more than just the joke that you're presenting, which was Wale doesn't know who TJP is.
It's not that he doesn't know TJP is. He made fun of TJP's name. He said it wrong every time. But he also did bring up, Noam Dar and his past. And, he broke down Noam Dar's history with Alicia Fox.
Which I can't believe that they brought it up again.
I'm okay with it. That was the last time we had seen Noam Dar was when he was with Alicia Fox, right shortly after they left.
Yeah.
I didn't have an issue with Wale on commentary. He does sound like a fan, which I'm fine with. Get excited over it. He wasn't hyping himself up. He only did the one little bit saying, check out my Twitter on Monday. But it wasn't all about Wale. He did talk about the competitors. Which
was nice. Because I think that if they would have, randomly picked my ass out of the crowd, I don't know if I would have been able to keep up with Nigel McGuinness or Percy Watson, but I damn probably would have been able to stomp the other guy. I don't like him.
Okay.
I've been trying to get into his
All he does is call the action. He's the Michael Cole. He's not the color commentator. He's just the action commentator.
He's the play-by-play.
I'm okay with a monotone action commentator because at least he's getting the action commentating down.
Yeah. Sorry.
Agree to disagree.
I was like, I would kill to have Mara on that. Or Corey Graves.
Okay, agree to disagree. Yeah. Let's move on.
Noam Dar
still. Not move on.
I was gonna say Noam Dar still ends up winning this match. I really like how TJP was cutting a promo and gets drop kicked in the back of the head. That was really great. There was a pretty good section where TJP is trying to put a submission on Noam Dar through the ropes and just keeps getting kicked in the face with both legs. It was really good. Wale, like I said, Noam Dar wins by pinfall. Wale leaves shortly after this match. I thought he was going to be there for the whole night, which would have been interesting in the least, but he leaves to go party with Noam Dar, apparently. Fine.
Yep, and as Wale is leaving, we get the recap of Alexander versus Gulak from Sunday, and Drew actually has a promo that's shown demanding for a rematch, basically.
Yep.
And then Kayla Braxton is in the back with Drake Maverick, asking about Gulak's request, and that's when we find out Maverick has denied Gulak's demands, stating that you have to earn your title shots on this show, and Gulak has to get back into the end of the line because he had his shot.
Yep. But that doesn't really... Getting back to the back of the line is really not a style for him, because Akira Tozawa comes out for his squash match, presumably, and he is swiftly, I'm talking like this match, whatever match he was going to be in, doesn't even get started because he is tossed out of the ring by Gulak, Gallagher, and Brian Kendrick, who call Alexander out. He comes out, not even waste a lot of time. Comes to get in the ring with him. Drake and all the refs come out of nowhere, get in between the two. Gallagher and Kendrick get out of the ring. It looks like maybe Alexander's gonna bust through to throw hands with Gulak. Gulak rolls out of the ring and they go through the crowd, and that's it. It's like, I understand that.
Yeah, you're missing a couple key points in there. How Drake Maverick's out there telling Alexander to not get in the ring, and that everyone else is in big trouble, and that there were 4 security guards or referees to hold Alexander back.
There were. The whole point of that is like, I kind of expected. The reason why I thought it was a little disappointing was I thought Drake was going to step up, grab a mic, and go, "Listen, you can't do this. I'm not going to have it. You're not going to say you're going to make 205 Live suffer. I'm going to make you suffer. You're suspended for a couple weeks," something like that. So that way, that little bit of intrigue, kind of the way that Angle did with Ronda Rousey leading up to SummerSlam, you're suspended for 30 days. That same thing can work for 205 Live, and having Drew Gulak buy a ticket and show up and to harass Cedric Alexander, who maybe has a match next week or what have you, that's something I would like to see, because it still plays to the heel sensibility. We get the SummerSlam highlights after the commercial. Next we get Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik versus Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy. God, this was a great match. Hold up.
So we got that beautiful code red from Metalik, but we had a code red. Metalik lost his mask coming over those ropes. Did you catch that?
I missed it.
Because that's why Kalisto went running towards him. I mean, he came out of the ropes after doing that cool thing, and it almost looked like he landed on the apron and fell. Mm-hmm. But then as soon as he fell, you saw all of his hair whip forward in front of his face, and Kalisto was there instantly to help him get that mask back on.
Oh, yeah, right outside the ring towards the ramp, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I saw
right around the end.
Yeah, I saw Kalisto kept going over there, like, the first time he did it, it was like, okay, it's because everybody is down and he wants to, make sure that these guys are okay. That's what I thought, because when I saw it, I'm like, okay, this is him making sure his boy is okay. Like he's already checked.
I had to rewind that.
he's already checked on Lince Dorado, because Lince fell a little closer to the turnbuckle, but now I'm gonna have to go see it.
So he did check on Metalik first because Metalik was closer, got Metalik's mask on, and then checked on Lince, and then came back to Metalik.
Yeah.
I mean, later, long story short, this match was amazing.
And you need to go watch it.
I did not take notes on this match because I didn't just go watch the freaking match.
Yeah, this was a spot fest, almost. This was almost a spot fest, to be honest, and I didn't hate it. Because that's very much in the lucha style. It's very flashy, it's very technical, it's very hard hitting, and to watch a match like this where it's displays of power versus a lot of hard hitting flash. That's the kind of wrestling I like to watch. Especially, I wrote like one spot. There was a spot where Metalik's running the ropes near closest to the ramps, and fucking Tony, Buddy Murphy, like catches him and slam. I'm like, wow, good job, dude.
I think the biggest part of this match though is at the end. Because Kalisto was out there for the match, and he didn't get involved like a good babyface until he was provoked at the end by Murphy.
Yep.
And Murphy shoved him, and then
rips because he was wearing a sideless, sleeveless shirt, so he's basically wearing the front and back of a shirt around his neck. Buddy Murphy grabs the front part of the shirt and rips it off, throws it off, and then shoves him into the announce table. And it's at this point he rolls back into the ring and gets caught on the heel by Kalisto, giving Gran Metalik the chance to capitalize and therefore win the match for Lucha House Party. Completely okay with this.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I mean, I'm happy with this match. I would have loved to see the Muscle Twins win, but it's good to see a good match like this. Everyone shined in this match, but Metalik really got to strut his stuff out there.
Oh yeah.
And he hasn't been able to do that in forever. This is a good feud that doesn't seem to have reached its climax yet, but when it does, it's going to be amazing. If you haven't watched these matches, you have to go and watch them.
Very much so. Very much so. Definitely go back, check out last night's match and some of the ones previous. Definitely recommend it. Final thoughts for NXT/205 Live. On my end, I'm very much excited to see where they go from TakeOver, which is always a really good thing. And I don't know when the next TakeOver is, but they will damn sure put together a great card, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
205
It'll probably be at the next big one.
Yeah, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's not Hell in a...
Survivor Series.
Yep, Survivor Series. I was going to say. We got Survivor Series coming up in a couple months, and then the Rumble.
That should be the one after the Evolution pay-per-view, Survivor Series, because that's usually November.
Yeah, and they're definitely building the women's division for that. So we may see a lot more women's involvement with Evolution coming up, trying to see who's going to take on Kairi Sane next at the Evolution pay-per-view, because NXT Women's Championship is on the line at the Evolution pay-per-view.
Every single women's title is on the line.
Yep.
And I'm sure they'll introduce a tag title eventually.
I still don't think that's a thing that really needs to be done, but that's my opinion, and we will talk about...
I'm not saying it needs to be an Evolution.
Yeah, I was going to say, and we'll talk about opinions / thoughts on tomorrow's show when we do the wrestling news and rumors. We want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things. Hit the bell for the notifications. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at Rob's Random Rums. She's at Heavy Metal Hippie. See us both in the Mosh Pit, and we will see you all tomorrow night. Later.
Bye.